don't want to cry. And my makeup looks so good today. Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching this. If you're new here, welcome to the family. So happy to have you here. I can't seem to film this video. This is the second time that I've tried to film it. I'm sure you can tell by the title what this video is about, but just as a background, hi, my name is Miranda. I've had an eating disorder for about 7 years. Have been in recovery for about 6 months. And this past weekend, I relapsed. Before I start this video, the first thing I want to say is that relapses, slip-ups, whatever it is, they are okay. They are normal and part of the recovery process, and you shouldn't feel like you were alone in this because it happens to so many of us. It does not negate any of the accomplishments you've made in your recovery. If this video could be triggering for you in any way, shape, or form, please click out. I won't be offended. I just want you to be okay. I know I shared a brief moment in last week's Fear Food video, but I didn't really go into depth at all. I wanted to make a full video about this because I know that I'm not alone in this. I want you to know that you're not alone in this. And I was hoping that if I show footage from my relapse, it would help people understand what it's like to be in the mind of someone who has an eating disorder. I don't really know if that makes sense, but I just want this to reach as many people as it can to show that it's okay and that recovery isn't linear. The way I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to insert the clips that I took last Saturday when I was relapsing. I did take a video talking to you guys and trying to talk myself out of a relapse. It didn't work, but that's okay. The footage is really raw. I do break down and cry in it. I've never really wanted to be one of those people that posted themselves crying on the internet. Not that it's a bad thing, but I just didn't want it to seem as though this was like a pity video or an attention-seeking video. I don't know. I don't think you guys would think that. You guys are amazing, but just in case, please don't take it that way. It really is just about raising awareness and showing you guys that recovery isn't linear. Things happen. It's no big deal. If you like videos like this or want to see more of my face, please click the subscribe button down below or give this video a like wherever it is for you. If you are struggling with an eating disorder, please reach out. Please get help. My DMs are always open. My links are in the description. You are loved and cared for. So I'm gonna play that footage now, and then after that footage I will be talking about what I did to get out of that relapse and a bunch of tips I have for you guys that have helped me. It's been a week and I feel amazing, so I definitely want to share this with you guys. If you don't want to watch that raw footage of me, I will put a timestamp down below. You can just click it, skip right through it. You know, either you don't want to watch someone cry, totally fair, or might be triggering, totally fair again. Whatever your reasoning is for it, go for it. Skip right now. But for everyone else, I'm gonna post the video now. I'm filming this to hold myself accountable. I really didn't want to film this. And it's funny because I think I've had so many fear food videos where I've been really triggered by what I've been eating, but I've never gotten to this point. So I started feeling really sick when we were driving back from the place. I was really full from what I ate. It's not something I'm that afraid of. The whole car ride home, I just felt sicker and sicker. I don't know what to do and it's so frustrating. There's so many different things it could have been. I don't know specifically what's making me feel like this. Maybe it's because I drank last night. Maybe it's because I just tried to take a picture of myself and I saw how much weight I gained and I freaked out. I don't know what it is, but I feel absolutely terrible. I don't want to let anyone down, and I obviously don't want to let myself down, but I want to do it just so I can feel better. I'm so tempted. And I obviously want to show this side because this doesn't happen often, but when it does, it sucks so bad. I don't want to cry. I literally never cried on YouTube. And my makeup looks so good today. I don't know what to do. I just want to throw up so badly.
It's like 5 steps away. It's not far. There's so much going on inside of my head. And I feel like it's so hard when things like this happen because you get so far in recovery and then something so little, something you wouldn't even think would trigger you or trigger this response. I'm just really tempted right now. And in my head, I've already decided that I'm gonna do it. But how am I supposed to be a good influence on you guys? And so many of you say that I inspire you. I just want to do it so badly. I feel like there's tons of videos on YouTube about eating disorder recovery, but like I haven't seen that many about like bulimia and how fucking hard it is. Like, it's so easy to fucking go to a bathroom and that's it, game over. Literally, look at my makeup. It's kind of cute. Fuck. Can you guys tell I wore blue mascara today? No, because I cried it all off. Why am I laughing? I don't know what to do. I just want to do it. Like, I just want to do it and then know that it sucks and know that I will never do it again. This disease literally takes over your life. I have so many things going through my head. I'm literally shaking. So I did it. And I hated it. And I hate myself right now. And I know that I shouldn't because it's a disease. And this was bound to happen eventually. I had a really good streak going. I feel like I disappointed all of you, but I also want to show that it's okay to relapse, and it's not. I'm so hungry. I forgot how hungry you get after. I know that I just need to rest and relax today and just take it easy. I literally like don't feel anything. I feel awful and I feel a lot of different things, but at the same time I just feel numb. I just need a hug right now, and I don't want to burden my family by telling them, but obviously I'm going to, because you need to tell the people that love you what's going on. I appreciate them so much, but no one really fully understands how hard it is. And I don't want to sound like I'm like, no one understands me, because like obviously I have all of you guys. It's just obviously very important to have people around you that support you, and I do. It's just hard sometimes to talk about these things. I'm terrified of posting this, but I'm always honest with you guys. I'm always open. And I'm honestly just in shock that that just happened. It was like an absolute out-of-body experience, but it's okay. I know myself, and I know that I'm strong enough to beat this, and I know that you guys are strong enough to beat whatever you're going through, and that one small thing like this doesn't get rid of all of the progress that I've made in the past couple months. I just want you all to know that, and I guess this is for myself as well, you are so loved and worthy of love, and messing up in recovery is so normal and so okay, and don't make it a habit, but don't beat yourself up about it. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'll continue this video. Relapses are those make and break moments where you could go right back to those ways, but you make that decision not to. I'm gonna get up, splash my face with some water, and eat again, because I just hurt my body and I need to replenish it. Love you guys.
Hello. So if you just watched the video, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. If you just clicked here from the timestamp, hi again. I wanted to jump into the tips and tell you guys what helped me. So my #1 tip, the most important tip, if you take anything out of this video, take this tip. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind, be loving, Treat your body like you would a best friend or your puppy or your kitten or your hamster. Whatever emotes the most joy and love, treat yourself like that person or thing. When you have a relapse, your first instinct is not to take care of yourself. Your first instinct is to talk down to yourself, think you're a failure. If you've binged, maybe restrict. If you've purged, try not to eat. Whatever it is, avoid that. Be kind to yourself. Let yourself know that it's okay. You are okay. You are the same person you were 10 minutes before your relapse. You are still in recovery. You are still an amazing, beautiful, worthy person. And this one slip up does not define you. It is not who you are. And it doesn't negate any of the progress that you've made. Period. Treat yourself like you would an animal or a friend. Because, you know, would you be mean to them? No, absolutely not. Tip number 2, reach out to someone. I mean, anyone that you trust, anyone that you know will be kind to you, and ask them for love or support, or even tell them what happened, because there is no shame in asking for help and there is no shame in asking for support. Sometimes you telling yourself that it's okay might not be enough, and that's okay as well. You don't have to go through this alone. Tip number 3 is stay on top of your nutrition. Whether it's a binge and then you have the urge to restrict, which is gonna put you back in that cycle, so don't even try to do that. Or if it's a purge and you just don't have the motivation to eat, or if it's a restriction, you don't have motivation to eat, whatever your slip up was, whatever your relapse was, make sure you get some nutrients in your body. Whatever happened was probably a really big shock or stress to your body, and you want to make sure that your body has enough nutrients to make sure everything's doing okay, everything's working properly, and enough nutrients to send energy to your brain so that you're able to talk yourself down and know that it's okay. These are very important things. I know that it's probably the last thing you want to do after a relapse, but I promise you, you will feel so much better. And it might not be instantaneous, but I promise you, you will. Tip number 4, write down a list of why you're in recovery. Not only a list of why you're in recovery, but why you deserve to be in recovery, why you're on this journey. And when you're done writing that list, make it as long or as short as you want, read it over a couple times, 10 times, 20 times. Make sure that you know that you deserve this and that this relapse is nothing in comparison to everything you've done this year. You have done amazing. Don't let this one moment set you back. Setbacks don't exist. It's just a moment in time. End of story. You deserve this. You are worthy and loved. Don't let this affect you. Tip number 5 is allow yourself to rest. It's a taxing thing to go through something, especially if it's traumatic. Make sure that you have the time and space to rest. And if you don't, make that time, because you deserve that rest, especially after what just happened. You're allowed to sit in front of the TV and watch TV. You're allowed to lie down in your bed and just take some time for yourself. Settle in with these emotions. After my relapse, I was exhausted, physically drained, mentally drained. My mood was down. I was just completely off kilter. So allow yourself that rest time. It's just like when you get sick, you need a little bit of extra rest. Your body needs to repair itself. That's no big deal. Tip number 6 is figure out your triggers. Try and think back on that moment. What triggered you? What made you decide to do whatever you did? What happened leading up to that? Make a list of these things, you know, keep track so that you're able to put yourself in the best situation possible without the fear of relapsing again. Tip number 7, smile or laugh. Turn on the TV and watch something hilarious. Watch a funny YouTube video, watch a funny TV show. Whatever it is that gets you into a little bit of a better mood, do that, because you deserve that. And your body just wants to feel okay and feel better. And if you're sitting in that sad, negative energy, it's not gonna go well. I've lost count of the tips, but my next tip is watch your self-talk. Usually after a relapse or when something happens, our first instinct, especially if you're anxiety-ridden, especially if you have an eating disorder, our first instinct is to put ourselves down or think about what we could have done or what we should do to fix it. Make sure that you're not talking down to yourself. You're not a failure. This isn't a setback. You didn't disappoint anyone, okay? I'm telling you right now. So if you hear yourself saying, oh my God, I'm such a failure, my family's so disappointed, for me it was my subscribers are gonna be so disappointed, say no. I just relapsed and that's okay. My body went through something and now I need to be gentle to it. I don't need to put myself down. You don't need to add any more pressure or anger or negativity onto yourself. I think that's it for my tips, but I also just wanted to talk a little bit about my relapse. I honestly have no shame around it, and I don't think any of you should have any shame if you have relapsed. I'm actually proud of myself, which sounds kind of weird, but I'm really proud of the way I handled it. I'm really proud of the way I reacted, and it also showed me that I have come so far since my eating disorder took over my life. I could have easily gone back to my eating disorder in that moment, but relapses are all about making a choice. Allow yourself to make a choice of, you know what, no, I'm not gonna go back to that because that didn't serve me, I wasn't happy, and I was never told I was enough, even at my lowest. Relapses are a part of the process and they are okay. And I am so proud of myself for getting right back up, making some creamy pasta, sitting down watching TV and not feeling bad. Yeah, maybe mentally I was a little bit off. That one moment doesn't define me. And now I know what it's like, I know what could trigger me, and I'm prepared this time. And I'm ready to continue my journey and even further my journey because I am so much more sure of the path that I'm on now. Recovery is all about trusting the process, no matter how hard it gets. You're on the right path. Recovery is the only path. And I promise you that life is so much better when you're recovering. I think I'm gonna end the video there. I'm sending you all so much love, so much strength, and so much support. You're all so strong. Just remember that if you have relapsed or if you're in the middle of a relapse, be kind to yourself. You're all amazing, and I appreciate and love you guys so, so much. If you like this video or want to see more content, please subscribe down below. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video.